Welcome back to Full Court Press presented by Inside Wolves, man. I'm your boy Hefe. We got Rome, Q, and Juju in the studio here today. Weekly, we're going to break down the NBA news, games, players, and all things, man. Listen, before we do that, though, make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe, turn on them post notifications so you don't miss a damn thing, man. Today, we're going to dive into a lot, man. We're going to get into the NBA Week 2. James Harden trade went down. Oh, my God. Look. Wemby Suns, the Suns. So we got a lot to get into, man.
Jam packed.
Let's go.
My damn son.
All right, man. So listen, NBA Week 2 has officially commenced. We got the standings here, you know what I'm saying, for the West. The Nuggets are still atop, but we have the Warriors submerging up top as well, too, man. They coming through, man. Steph and them boys had a good couple games, you know what I'm saying. The Mavericks, they there too, you know what I'm saying. We don't know what's going on with the
pray for the Memphis Jazz, man. Pray for the Memphis Jazz, man. Niggas 0-6. Pray for the Memphis Jazz.
Ja Wick and them boys, man. What the East looking like, man? What we got the East over there doing?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got the Celtics up top, man. Shout out to them Celtics. Listen, man, Juan, you might have hit something, on the head there last episode.
Amen. Amen.
Niggas, man.
I'm a 76ers.
Talk to him. 4-1. Talk to him. 4-1. Talk to him.
Jordan Shrag. Hey, listen. You see the
standings. All y'all needed was Kelly Oubre to complete the process.
Right. That's crazy. Kelly of all people.
Kelly.
Not James, but Kelly.
Kelly Oubre, man. Kelly Oubre, cute. Also, Ben looking to get some apologies down there at 6, man. Ben looking for some.
Ben getting a little aggressive, man. I didn't see.
He's trying to come back, right? He's trying to come back, right? I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the Magic too, man. I think we talked about him last time, bro. I thought you was talking about last time, man.
What you know about that Paulo
Magic?
Hey, I told nigga about that Paulo, man. You see, he crossed LeBron up, man. Crossed LeBron up. Yeah, bad. Made that nigga show his age. He made that nigga show his age.
Yeah, he did cross LeBron up. I see that. That was actually, that was tough. Feel me? Listen, Week 2 was definitely full of a lot of game winners and crossovers and a lot of shit, man. We gonna get to all of it, man. Definitely.
You don't want to talk about them 14th spot, them Bulls.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, man. We don't even gotta do all that, man. Look, man.
He said no reason to even really dive into that.
No reason. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, man. We on the cusp, man. We gotta make some changes, man. There's something going on in that locker room. I don't know what needs to happen, but something needs to happen right now.
You Philly does Zach LaVine.
It's hard, man.
Give it to Philly.
Y'all can have them. Take him.
Get him off our hands, he said.
I definitely want to shout out real quick, though. I want to shout out them Pacers, man. I've seen Tyrese Halliburton been balling this season. Yeah, he had 43 and 12 last night against LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, got strapped the hell up for the game.
You know the chair on his ass.
Hey, bad. Look like his brother. Look like his brother.
He looking like Lonzo.
He looking like Lonzo. You saw him moving them feet. He was moving them feet like Lonzo, nigga. That was that. I was like, I got flashbacks. Nigga, I almost cried, nigga.
Basketball is a funny sport because that's the only sport where you could drop 43 and 12 to get locked up the last possession, lose the game.
All of it goes to shit. All of it goes to shit.
A game of runs, man. A game of runs.
Oh my God, man. Well, feel me, we also had in that Week 2 as well, too, was the first signing of the new in-season tournament that the NBA is having, man. And I think it's pretty interesting, man, that pool, $500,000 to each player that wins and the coaches as well, too. So these are the games that we have slated. Just really quickly going over, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Cleveland won. We're going to get to the Milwaukee and everything. And, soon those were our key games. Miami won that game. I'm pretty sure Chicago lost. I'm sorry about that, Lee.
Oh, hey.
Well, but they definitely lost 107-109.
Definitely. Golden State and OKC, that was a fucking game, man. Overtime.
It was indeed. It was indeed.
Goaltending fiasco.
Down to the last call, the last play.
That was some crazy shit. We're gonna get into the Dallas versus the Denver. We're gonna get into that, and obviously 0-6. You know, the niggas they lost the point, but I don't know how that happened.
Rip,
man.
Yeah, rip for sure. But yeah, so you know, like I said, we have our key games. You know, the Denver Nuggets versus the Dallas Mavericks, the New York Knicks versus the Bucks. We're gonna get into them Knicks first, man. And here goes the the stats here. Jalen Brunson had a motherfucking game. I'd say Jalen Brunson had 45 points. You know what I'm saying? That nigga did not shoot well from the three, but we're gonna get into that. Dame went for 30. Giannis was at 22. So you know the game was pretty fair there, man. What are your thoughts on that that first key game right there between the Knicks and the Bucks? I know Lee said the Bucks had absolutely the advantage over the Knicks, man.
Hey. Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you exactly what I thought of this game as far as like defensively for the Bucks. This is exactly why I didn't pick them as my number one option as far as like the offseason moves they did. Because defensively, these niggas are washed. When you're looking at the game, not only did Brunson give you 45, but he's given up 17 to Grimes, playing Grimes. Another 14 to Emmanuel quickly. And I understand exactly what Dame is giving them offensively to the Bucks, that is. However, when it comes down to defensively, they're so stretched as it is because they have no bench, at least I feel, as far as like a true contending bench as opposed to what they had the seasons prior before the, Dame and everything like that. I feel like now when it comes down to putting that bench in, they're not contending with anybody. Along with the starter and Dame, he ain't strapping up nobody. He's not sitting in the chair on nobody. So it's like, yeah, I understand the offensive explosiveness, but at the same time, these two guys, Dame and Giannis, they're both playing my turn, your turn, as far as like, I'm going to play my way, you're going to play your way.
Yeah.
They both don't know how to play with each other yet. They don't exactly understand when it's their time to kind of mesh together, and I see that. They're kind of both just floating around when the other one is kind of going to work. And it's going to take some time, yes, but like I said, along with the lack in depth of the bench, I just don't feel that the Bucks have the superior advantage when it comes to the East further down the line. But
yeah, it's definitely
all in all, it was a good game though. It definitely was an exciting game.
I definitely feel you.
And nigga Brunson heard what Lee said.
I definitely feel you on that defensive aspect.
You know who didn't hear what I said? Julius Randle. I don't care what niggas is talking about.
Did that say 5 for 20? Did I say 5 for 20?
That's who didn't hear what I said.
I think that said 5 for 20.
Those 4 days, nigga.
Nigga, I saw 4 for 20.
Listen, this cool.
3 for 17. It was crazy.
Bro, this is cool, bro. But I'm not going to fall into the trap everybody's falling into, bro. We're 5-6 games into the new season, bro, and these niggas are literally finding a new way to play around a superstar, bro. Y'all can say what y'all want to. It's cool, little in-season tournament, $5,000. But like, I don't know who said it. I don't know if Tyrese said it. Somebody said it, bro. Like, I feel like the players have no incentive to even want to win these games, bro. Like the player, other than like bragging rights, bro. Now if the league came together and decided to, I like the idea of maybe a guaranteed remove the date of the playoff, guaranteed playoff spot or something that would mean something that would make these players really care. But I mean, $5,000, nobody's. I mean, the courts is nice or whatever. Nobody's really caring about that.
That would start some real like bullshit in the league. If you got an automatic spot for winning the in-season tournament,
make you play hard, bro. I say push the date back. I think it's too early for a play tournament. First of all, I think maybe push it back a little bit because, like I said, we're 5 games into the season. Let teams get acclimated. Like let her get like 20 or something, and then have 20, 25 games.
I feel like if they would have did it maybe 20 games prior to the All-Star break, I'm fine with that. A little
I'm fine with that.
Tournament before
pushing
All-Star.
it.
That's cool.
That's prime basketball, and then let them and then play for a guaranteed spot.
That one boosts your viewership before All-Star breaks come in, and two, once you already know once All-Star weekend, bro, niggas is tuning in to see what's going on. So,
and I know if they do that, like most times, anyone that's winning the play-in tournament is probably going to be a playoff team. But it gives teams a new way to play. Like if they win that game, I still think it makes for good basketball. There might be an upset. There might be something that could happen. I don't know, but
yeah,
I like that idea.
It would be crazy if they did that like this early in the season, because then if you win the in-season tournament, that shit ends in like December, right? If you win the in-season tournament,
you can just not play. You can just not give a fuck the rest of the season, right?
You already locked in. You already just resting players.
Especially for players that's like kind of like have like incentive based contracts. Oh, nigga, you lock in and tee up for the tournament. Oh, that's your cool little bag.
Bro, you making millions. Right, you talk about the extra. You basically $5,000. That's like is that less than they get a game? Like nigga, like what's $5,000?
I think that applies to like the Cameron Paynes, the Danny Green. If he's back in the league, but you know guys like that. That's kind of on the incentive based contracts.
Yeah. Okay. For sure.
What you think about the game?
I thought the game was pretty interesting. I got a lot of takeaway from the Knicks in that instance that we're going to get to a bit after this as well. But as far as the Bucks go, I want to say I definitely noticed what you were saying, Juan, and I actually have a different kind of take on what it is that I would assume is happening here. Because I definitely see what you're talking about the your turn, my turn kind of thing. And it's an adjustment to a new superstar for sure. But I'm also very much convinced that they're trying to find their rhythm as a unit before they really turn it into the two-man game that it's going to become when the playoffs start coming around. Because I feel like they could borderline damn near 2K like spam the two-man game of Giannis and Dame and just let those two go. Your turn. All right, we're going to run this pick and roll. All right, you post up. I'm going to give it to you. All right, I'm going to run these screen and pick and pops for you and go ahead, inverted pick and roll, pick and pop, whatever. Just really run a crazy two-man. But I don't really see them doing that right now, just purely to try and get the rest of the team involved and also as well so that way each superstar knows how to move and what to do when they're not doing the two-man game. I think that they're trying to find a rhythm as a unit when it comes to that as well. And I definitely noticed that defensive impact. Like you said, what's it called? My man Brunson went for 45. Yeah, I don't think that's going down on Drew Holiday's head. And he's definitely making an impact over there on the Celtics. So I definitely noticed that the Celtics, hey, man, they're going unspoken about, but that's because they're dominating in the way that they're really doing things. You know, when you're doing so good, you don't really get spoken about all that much. So I definitely take notice of that. But when it comes to the Bucks, yeah, that's what I assume is going on in that instance. I think that they're trying to find their rhythm as a unit and try to figure out a way to play as a whole. Before it devolves, quote unquote, into all right, Giannis, let's go ahead, just 5 out, you, me, let's go ahead, run this. We just gonna go ahead, bring it home, which is what I'm sure they're gonna probably resort more to in the playoffs. You know, good teams tend to try to find, polish up their weak points and do other things before they really go to the bread and butter that they know is going to work.
That's facts.
And real quick, not even to just to add on what you said, Q. This also is the first time that both of those superstars have played with another superstar. Mm-hmm. So exactly what you're saying as far as like finding the rhythm, this is both guys' first time playing with another all-star caliber player that they can look at as an equal, saying, I know I can count on you getting a bag. Yes, Middleton was there. Yes, they had Drew. However, when it comes to a bucket getter, Dame is looking eye to eye with Giannis when it comes to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Easy on that Portland era. CJ McCollum. He said all-star. He said all-star that last set. He said all-star that last set.
I did say all-star.
He said all-star. CJ McCollum was
he was an all-star. He actually, I don't know.
CJ McCollum was a bucket.
CJ was a bucket.
Okay, yeah, he is. He's a bucket. He's definitely a bucket, but he's not Dame. So no, he's still a bucket. He still is a bucket. Yes, he still is a bucket. But you got to understand that his role You understand that his role in the Pelicans. Not to go too much into his role in the Pelicans is not.
I see some shots from CJ on them Pelicans.
When you have Brandon Ingram and you have Zion Williamson on your team, you know your role is not to. You are the third option. So
especially as the vet caliber player that he is, he understands where he is in his career. So,
but kudos to wrap up. To wrap up that game and my thoughts kind of on that Bucks game, like I said, Juan and Quinn, y'all really pointed out to it. The defense, I don't know. It was interesting to see. I did see that they switched, and Adrian Griffin had talked about it a little bit during one of the timeouts, but they had switched Brook Lopez into some drop coverage to try to be able to have him in that type of defensive style there, and it hurt them, and it also did at the same time, improve because Brook had 6 blocks on the night. So you do.
Brook was going kind of crazy.
That's usually what they did.
Before that, I think he had 2 blocks on the season before that. So he had 6 in that game. So but now the downside about that is Jalen Brunson had 45 points and 30 of those points were in the paint. Mm-hmm. So, as a guard, you see the contest there because you got to think about it. Brook Lopez is not the fastest switchable defender out there. So him being in drop coverage, that is a downside. Is that he's too slow to get back at certain times, and you saw that with the certain contest to the rims and things like that. So that was a little bit difficult to see. New York definitely got to get better as far as just. Well, let me say this: the 3-point percentages and 3-point shooting during the game was abysmal. It was absolutely abysmal. I mean, Julius Randle, he got to do something. And we, like I said, like Quinn said before, we're going to get to that. But all around, just take away the pick and roll. I would love to see Giannis and Dame just execute that a little bit more. I definitely understand that they're trying to integrate the other players into it. But, what did he now? What 2-2 on the season? Or maybe the 3-2 maybe after that game. But they got to get something going because, the East is heavy with talent and with surging star, it's heavy. So the longer that y'all wait, and yes, so I integrate Middleton back into it as well too. The longer that y'all wait, the more it might hurt. So I would just love to see a little bit more of that pick and roll from Giannis and Dame. We saw it in that last minute there when they were when they really came down to win the game. I don't think that game should have been that close. Honestly, you can't let one person fuck y'all up like that. Like Jalen Brunson completely took over that game. Shout out to my boy IQ. Came off the bench. He was doing his damn thing. My man Quick. Yeah, you know what it is, Quick. Yeah, shout out my boy Q. Yeah. But, so you know what it is, man. Play of the game. Goes to Damian Lillard.
Dame Dollar.
You know what I'm saying? 30 points. Was that 4 assists? And he had 4 rebounds, too. 100% from the free throw. I mean, he's a free throw merchant these days here. I'll tell you.
Close the games.
That's how you close them games, man. So we got to get into our second key game here. We're going to try to keep this one a little bit shorter, man. But the Mavericks versus the Nuggets, man. So you see the stats there. Jokic, man. A walking triple-double he is, man. Jokic and Doncic.
Another one.
Walking triple-double them niggas are, man. Let me know what y'all think. Man. Juan, go ahead and start it off, man. What y'all think about this? What do you think
14 to 16 is crazy.
I know, this shit is crazy.
Just from what I took from this game, seeing the superstar caliber of 2-year-old motherfuckers going back and forth, insane. And it just shows you, at least from my standpoint, the change as far as the evolution of the league. Even how we talk about, I know we're going to talk about Wemby later. There's another one, French. It's all these guys that are coming from all these different regions, tearing up the damn league, taking it by storm, putting on these impressive ass games. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at these Americans, at least as far as our bronze and all that. It's different to see their work ethic because a Luka and a Jokic, their work ethic is completely lopsided compared to a Bron or a KD or, you know what I'm saying, or anybody that we're used to. These guys are doing stuff that just effortlessly just looks so smooth. Like they don't care. And both guys have the same play style, that lackadaisical, I'm gonna get to my spots.
Unathletic.
Do what I want to do. Yeah, like I'm not athletic with it. I'm not really doing too fancy shit, but it's kind of like like you said, Hefe, I'm laughing in your face with the shit, and it's like, bro, somebody got to stop these. Somebody got to stop this shit. Now, first of all, yes, the Mavs got smacked by the Nuggets. Mm-hmm. However, I think the thing that I took from the game was I already knew that the Mavs defensively, they're not in contention with anybody. They're not defensively sitting down trying to strap up anybody right now. However, offensively, they have their runs and they have their spurts, yes, but their bench and their depth doesn't go as deep to keep up with, as we see, a Denver Nuggets whose core guys, even when it comes down to their bench, their core guys have pretty much stayed together and consistent, so they know how they're going to play with each other. Mavs, they have a lot of guys that they're still adding in. Even the rookie that I like, not a defensive guy that lively. Oh yeah, but offensively on the pick and roll, oh yeah, he gonna jump out the motherfucking gym. He's catching that bitch from the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like that for them. Dookie. But defensively, they're still where they've always been. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the improvements that I thought that they made offensively, defensively, they're still going to struggle. Even with a Denver Nuggets who don't have guys that are, at least I feel, true bucket getters. However, the way that they play together is almost kind of like an old school, like San Antonio Spurs, like fundamentally sound team. Like they know the right way to play. They know exactly what to do, when to make a cut, when to backdoor and shit like that. So I think the thing for them is just building upon the championship team that they have for the Nuggets, that is. And that's pretty much what you saw on that game. So,
yeah. Quinn, what you think about that game, man?
Oh, man. I mean, shoot, he pretty much covered a lot of the bases right there. And honestly, the Mavericks don't really have that much depth, but they have a lot of firepower. That's how they've been able to really get this far, because that firepower is hard to match that, honestly. But when you have a team that has not as many high caliber weapons, but they have a lot more weapons in general, that's going to be very difficult to battle against, especially when, like you just said, the depth and the way that they move, it's looking like a well-oiled machine. I think that the San Antonio Spurs was a great comparison because, man, they got everybody out there getting buckets. And it's people that, and the thing that I really find the most impressive and the biggest part of their offense, not only the depth, is the fact that the buckets that the depth is getting are things that are sustainable. We're not banking on a role player shooting 40% from three in order for the Nuggets to win the game.
They're not looking for a sixth man.
No, they're not looking for the seventh man. They're like, all right, well, if the sixth man, seventh man don't come off and get their usual 8 to 10 points, we're going to lose this game, or we're going to be in a much bigger fight. They're getting sustainable buckets, backdoor cuts. You know, go ahead, get out of there on the fast break. Jokic is going to find you. He's over here playing a different kind of basketball right now. Like, he's one of those players that I would genuinely say, out of all the superstars that we've watched over the years, and this isn't even like this is my personal opinion, but it's also something I've heard others say. I think he's looking like one of the most unstoppable players that the game's, bro. I can't, like, bro, what do you do to stop this? What do you do to stop him? Like, there are people where it's like Steph, he's unstoppable, but we saw earlier you get physical with him. LeBron, okay, well, we're just gonna sag off him a little bit. You got to have the size, the body up with him, but you know what I'm saying, make him rely on jump shots. Giannis, he can't really shoot, and it's just like, what do you do to stop this guy? Seriously, he's hit 14 for 16, 33, 14 and 9. That's literally 2K numbers. Like, what do you do against something like that? That's a scary looking team right now. And the Mavericks are really good as well, like I said, but their defense, their depth is going to probably handicap them from getting very far into the playoffs, because you really do need size. You're going to need some defense in order to really beat on teams like the Nuggets, because they're going to play defense and they've got the same kind of offense that you've got. So,
hey, also, not real quick, shout out MPJ, man. Mr. Don't Pass the Rock Jr. That nigga was playing defense. That nigga was playing defense.
Boy, he be rebounding.
He be playing defense
and offense.
I'm saying, and he be knocking down shots.
Michael Porter Jr. And Michael Porter Jr. makes that team so terrifying to me, bro. Because it's like, not only do you have about all these niggas, Jamal Murray, Jokic, Aaron Gordon, he knows how to do it. But then when you're fourth nigga, fifth nigga, some 6'8" long ass niggas, I'm gonna just go 10 for 16 on you. Shoot over anybody like Lind, like, bro, that team is unfair.
The fourth option is a 6'10" shot maker, bro. Like what? Like what? That's crazy.
Contested shot taker, like no fear in them. Like that's terrifying, bro.
The type of MPJ we would have got, no injury. No injury.
Yeah, that back injury. Yeah, hope he wasn't with the wipe. But yeah, no, it's just I had to throw that in there the last time. I forgot who had that back injury. I thought that Bradley Beal. I throw that shit in there too. Yeah.
You can step on the court like the Monstars, bro. Like that's a big ass team.
No, I was just about to say,
team,
go down
bro.
the lineup. The two backcourt, 6'5", 6'6", Jokic 7 foot,
big team.
MPJ 6'11", Aaron Gordon
6'10".
Like,
bro. When you look at the Mavs looking up at these niggas, bro, like that is debilitating, bro. The Mavs, bro. Luka Doncic had the most rebounds on the Mavericks team at 10. Their center had like what did he have? You was what he had 7, 3,
4.
It's going to handicap you. It's going to handicap you in the playoffs, man.
What Derek Lively have? Yeah,
Derek Lively had 4 rebounds, bro. Like, come on.
5, 4, 1, 3, 1, 5.
They're struggling.
That's something I really wanted to highlight, yo. The offensive rebounds killed the Mavericks this game. We all know how important it is to snag those second chance opportunities because it's just easy pickings right there. You don't have to get on transition. It's easy picking to get them second chance opportunities. And they got killed. And that goes into what you were saying about the size, man, of the team. And I think we was I forget when we was talking the other day just amongst ourselves, man. And I was referencing like these championship teams, right? What they all have in common that they have that size, because that's when it comes down to it, that is what you need. And you can even talk about the positionless basketball and all that shit. If your point guard is 6'5", your shooting guard is 6'6", your small forward is 6'8", your power forward is 6'10", and then you got your 7-foot center. Like it's crazy because like, and they all are switchable defenders at that as well too. That's the crazy part about it. So.
Your role player is putting up 18, 8, and 6, bro. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like this is like what?
Look at it. Like
you're a role player. Like, come on.
It's insane, bro. The one thing that I did want to at least I wanted to highlight as well too, that it was always a question for me, especially last year, was Denver's defense. The Mavericks were the number 1 3-point shooting team in the league. I don't know if they are still now after that game, but Denver's defense completely shut them niggas down. Yeah, I got to go back to the stats again because we got it. Like that 3-point percentage was terrible. What was it?
God awful.
Yeah,
God awful, bro.
I mean, 1 for 3, 3 for 7, 0 for 1. I think Kyrie went like
1 for 5,
1 for 5, 1 for 5. Like they shut them down from the 3-point line, man. And that's, if you got a team that's shooting the lights out and it's offensively heavy like the Mavericks, to be able to do that and shut them down in that way, that's obviously a game changer right there, man.
Live by the 3, die by the 3, man.
Die by the 3, man. Listen, I'll tell you what they living and dying by, man. The player of the game for that second one is Nikola. Yo, they living and dying by him, man. I mean, 33, 14, and 9. I mean, it seems like every single time we see Jokic, he's doing triple-double things, man. I'm saying damn near at least. So, hey, man. So, listen, what I did want to get into, we want to get into the topic of shit, actually. And it's going to correlate a lot better, when I go into this, man. The New York Knicks. Yeah. What the fuck is going on over there, man? I mean, Listen, from Trae Young bowing back in what was that? 2020.
In the Rose, the Reggie Miller.
That's the New York. That's the New York
shit?
trades, nigga. That's the New York trades.
Listen, bro.
The Knicks.
What does New York need to be contenders in the East? Because
good apple, nigga. Brandon Smith type
New
shit.
York is not getting the job done, bro. What do they need to be contenders in the East? Please tell me, man. What do you think, Rob?
Hey.
What they need is to invest, bro. At this point, bro, we've seen too many good pieces. I'm done. Like, bro, it's an organization. I've seen too many good pieces come in and out of New York, bro. They don't have any coaches that can develop players. They have decent talent scouts. I've seen decent talents, bro. But the fact that you got RJ Barrett who still can't put up a right-handed layup. You got talent that's coming in, and you're not getting anything out of it. I mean, Mitchell Robinson's been the same player every year I've seen him there.
I don't want to see no more off-season hoops of that nigga, bro.
That's what I'm saying. No,
see him hitting threes. See him hitting the threes.
Bro. Like,
let me tell you exactly what the Knicks need to do. They need to. I'm calling out all them left-handed niggas. Y'all niggas is cap. RJ, Randall, y'all niggas is cap. I need you to package them niggas up. Hell, even though what's the other white? What's the white?
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hartenstein, package them three niggas up. Go get y'all a Mitchell and a Mobley. I think y'all niggas will definitely be okay. Y'all will be solid. I feel like what the Knicks is lacking is an offensive two, like another player as opposed to Brunson. Brunson can't do it by himself. Randall's not reliable. Randall's not reliable.
I'm telling you.
Okay, Randall's not reliable. And let me tell you why. I seen this nigga posting clips of his family.
I'm not talking about Randall.
NBA hooping nigga. Now, if you know anything as a nigga, you start posting shit to your family. You're done, bro.
Hey, Randall looking at year 10,
you're in a whole, You're in a whole different
Randall about to be out of here, man.
You're in a whole different mental state, bro. You're in a whole different mental state.
Randall, like, what year is Randall in?
Bro, I'm telling you,
I'm hearing you.
Once you start posting your family, you're in a
it's over.
You're in a whole different phase of life.
I wasn't even talking about Randall. I wasn't talking about Randall, bro. Two players, bro. And I'm telling you, this is how you can see this is a direct finger pointing to that coaching staff, bro. Isaiah Quickly and Tyrese Maxey had started the same place, bro. One's development has been way more accelerated than the other, bro.
Yeah.
Isaiah Quickly could have way more of an impact on that team. Emmanuel, that's my fault. Emmanuel Quickly should have way more of an impact on that team.
You should. No, you're definitely right though. I feel 100%. Not even because that's the hometown kid, but like real shit though. He's too good to be like limited like that. Like he is a creator. Like him and Tyrese, arguably they have about the same game. Tyrese is just way more developed, like you said, but they have about the same game. They're not really. I don't know. I don't like Tibbs on that team. I've never been really a big fan of Tibbs, to be honest. That's just me personally. I don't think he's a player's coach. I think in this league right now, that's a lot more of what the players are looking for, players, coaches. And you have a guard-heavy team. And a lot of times you would rather see, like, for example, you got like Chauncey over there in Portland. You got the J Kidd over there in Dallas. Like when your best players are guards, it's almost like you would probably want that. It just fits better. I mean, I don't know. They're a defensive-minded coach. I'm sorry, they have a defensive-minded coach.
Better understanding, man.
Not a defensive team.
No, Tibbs is just like Doc Rivers, man. Tibbs isn't going to develop players and develop players. Tibbs needs good players. Or if you get Tibbs good players, he maybe can do something. But Tibbs isn't going to develop nobody. Nobody's going to break out under Tibbs, bro.
I think that what you just said right there leads into my personal point. I think they need to do exactly what the team that we're going to talk about later in the episode did. They need to pull the Clippers. What you just said about Brunson and Randall, that's when I look at the team in general, and it's the saddest thing because New York has been fighting for this for God knows how many years now. Shit, since Zion was since when he was in Duke, I can remember. They need a actual one They need a star. They need somebody who can come in and really take the load off of Jalen Brunson's back from this and really just be like, hey, look, bro, you can go ahead and get your 20. You can go ahead and get your, and I'm going to go ahead and do my thing. They need a Kyrie. They need a star. They need to pull half them niggas off that, but damn near the whole bench and just be like, look, take them. And just give me a superstar, so that way we can really have somebody into.
Hey,
for those
we got Zach LaVine for you, man.
I'm saying, hey, Mr. Robinson. Hey, I ain't even mad at it, man. I ain't even mad at it. They need a star. They need somebody to come over there and help because Julius Randle is not a 2, as we've seen very much clearly here. He's not a 2. They need to bump him down to a 3, bump Brunson down to a 2. And then go ahead and bring in like a fucking Kyrie, somebody, goddamn, somebody to really, really be the head of the offense and really make superstar shot making plays. Because like Juan said, it can't just be Brunson. They need to just go ahead and ship half them niggas away and bring in somebody who's really great. Because this shit is not working. They've got all the pieces outside of that, though. I will say that they got a lot of decent role players. They got a lot of good. They got the second and third player already worked out. They just need somebody to come in here and really take the reins as a superstar because this is not. They're not going to do it with this current lineup. It's just not going to work.
On this real quick, I want you to see the stat, and I want you to tell me what kind of comes to your mind. You know what I'm saying? This is Julius Randle. Julius Randle has officially has the second worst field goal percentage in NBA history through 6 games, a minimum of 90 field goals attempted.
Yeah, when you're on a list with a nigga named Joe Grabowski, bro, like Woody Salisbury, like it's time to do something, make a change. Woody Salisbury, Joe Grabowski.
They said white people was openly saying the N-word the last time they
But
listen, do it all, man. Hey, we'll take them. Knicks. Listen, Knicks, we will take them. Zach LaVine will, man, bring us Emmanuel, and Julius, and Mitchell.
That's what you want? Yeah, you want that?
Yes.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. We'll take him too. That right there, that's my take on it. Take him too. Take him too.
We'll take Julius. We'll take Julius.
God damn. Just, they need to redo the team. That's what they need to do to become a contender. They need to redo the goddamn team. This shit is not working to get to the next level. To really be a true contender is not going to work with this, bro. It's just not.
Man. They're not ready.
It's not.
We'll see what happens during the trade. You know, when it comes to the trade deadline, they got to do something because I don't think they're going to be able to really go any far, do anything more than what they did at least last year with this team that they have right now, man. But we definitely want to switch gears here, moving it through, man. The Battle of LA came through, man. If y'all know what the Battle of LA is, Los Angeles Clippers versus the Lakers, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lakers, they actually went ahead and got their first win versus the Clippers in 1,189 days. That was an 11-game losing streak that they snapped here versus the Clippers. So, just to go in, you know, saying some stats here. LeBron, 35, 7, 11, 4 threes. Man, I told you LeBron was going to be taking a lot more threes and making more threes, man. Kawhi and PG in the game. Oh, no, they ain't them niggas. But, hey, listen, Kawhi and PG in the game, if I'm not mistaken, they definitely went off as well, too. We're going to get them stats up here soon. But they went off as well, too. I think they had about 35 and 30, respectfully, as well, too. But
look at that knee. Look at that hip. That is an old man. Put it 35. That's an old nigga putting up the numbers right there, bro.
Hey, Lee.
Talk to him. Man.
You already,
I don't know what his wife talking about.
Doing out there, man.
I see it, man. That's an old nigga, man. I don't know what his wife talking about. That nigga.
He ain't went into overtime, man. Lakers won 130 to 125. Quinn, what you think about the game, man?
I thought, man, first and foremost, I thought that shit was crazy to watch. I thought that was dope, man. I really do enjoy the fact that LeBron's having at least a good start to a jump shooting season. That's a good sign for them right there, man. AD showed up, D-Lo showed up, man. I like what I'm seeing right there.
LeBron do this every single year. That 3-point percentage, that's going to drop down to 30.
Last year. He didn't do it last year.
Drop down to 34%.
Lee, can I interest you? Can I interest you in a little bit of?
Like this
look at it, Juan. Look at
how did you get got by that move, bro? I'm waiting on the day somebody just ripped that nigga. Shut up. Just take it.
Bro, Lee, you heard what Paul George said. It's confusing. You like, what the fuck you looking at the ball for? By the time you realize it's too late, it's already up. It's too late.
Hey, bro, that's got to be in the scouting report. Them scouting reports be very thorough. Bro. Under LeBron's, there's got to be, if this nigga look at the ball, please get up on him.
Parentheses and asterisk saying, watch out for that shit. Watch out for that shit.
See, and you know what's funny too? I would also say too, speaking of that as well, shout out to Paul George, man. That boy Paul George is hooping, man. I like what I'm seeing from PG. Bro. He's really stepping back into that PG, doing PG-13 things. Kawhi showed up. I'm not gonna lie too. Like you said, you tired of LeBron. I'm tired of these Kawhi niggas, bro. Because we all know good and goddamn well. Halfway through this season, I'm all right, and that's gonna be it for the whole season's fucking shot. And there it goes, the whole season's shot.
Hold on, bro.
Except when that happens, we got James Harden to fall back on.
Real quick,
they have.
A nigga put some money down on PP, prize picks. Niggas knowing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put a little 20. I put a little 20 ball down. I'm supposed to get a little 60 back, right? I'm betting on the, you know what I'm saying? I got the the Clips and Orlando. I picked Jalen Suggs. Niggas had him under on like 8-10 points. I'm like, oh yeah, Jalen Suggs, I know he can get me over 10. I know. So I picked the over. Nigga clutched out, got me 11. Tell me why I had the option of picking PG and Kawhi. And I picked that nigga Kawhi. And the nigga gave me 8 points. And I had PG and the nigga gave me like 30 or 20.
You not listen, that's your fault.
PG needed was like
that is your fault.
What we tell you before the season even started, bro.
I'm not
we
gonna lie,
talked
bro.
about this.
That nigga Kawhi, I need a response, bro. I ain't even lie.
No, this on
Orlando.
you. This is on you.
I like
Juan, what did we say? What did we talk about before the season even started? Before the season even started, we went over the new rule. They literally are not letting niggas low manage. So you know what Kawhi said? I'm a low manage in the game. I'm gonna be in the game, not doing shit. I'm gonna be around. Kawhi is in the game, low managing. You niggas not noticing he's changing the game real time. He's not. He's in the game, low managing.
That's how you gonna have. That's how they gonna do it.
At that point, nigga, just don't start, bro. Just don't start. Why are you? I'm putting some bread on the line. I got some real money on it's coming to me.
Just on you. You supposed to be thinking about all this when you bet. That's you. I would never bet on Kawhi. I'm not betting that shit.
I thought he was Mr. Efficient. I'm gonna get to my spot
when he want to play.
I'm gonna get to my spot
when he want to play.
What's up, Jay?
Good question, man. Which team is actually going to come out and reign victorious as supreme ruler of LA this season, man? Is it going to be the Lakers finally, or is it still going to be the Clips?
Hell no. Do AD still play for the Lakers?
Do AD still play for the Lakers?
It's not a matter of talent. We've always known he had that. It's a matter of heart and mentality, bro. I don't care.
That's a fact.
You got niggas like that, you're not doing it.
That's a hard question to answer, honestly. Truth, and it's hard to answer because of the injury-prone Clippers. But then again, the ups and downs of the Lakers' second star and really needing to be their first star because niggas cannot keep relying on a fucking, 45, 50-year-old LeBron James to come out here and put up these numbers. So I don't know, man. D-Lo got to come up. So I'm gonna take my bet on the Lakers. I'm gonna say the Lakers because I think the other players will step up more likely than the stars of the Clippers not getting hurt again.
Hopefully,
that's what I'm not even wishing for their hurt, but I'm talking about history, bro. I don't think they've had like one healthy season together out of like the last 4 or 5. Like it's been like 4 or 5 seasons. They've been healthy once.
Had they not added James Harden back, I would say the Lakers. But I'm gonna choose to believe one more time just because Javen is mad because how things ended with Philly. Listen, you gotta back when James Harden he wasn't playing terrible in Philly, man. And I think he's gonna play better. Listen,
playing terrible.
No. I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this about James Harden.
Let him tell it, nigga.
If the Clippers have the gall, if they have it's something inside of him, what it takes to put him in a position he needs to be in, I think they'll be.
I'll tell you what about James. He needs Kawhi and PG there. If one of them go down, it's still shot. And the reason I say that, he's not going to close these games out, bro. It's been too many years and too many years of seeing it. James is not going to show up to carry these teams over the hump without them. He needs them closers. He needs them.
I've seen James get locked up by OG and Anunoby.
Easy. That's one of
James Harden.
OG Anunoby's a top 15 wing defender, maybe top 10.
I know, nigga. I know, but I'm saying, I'm just telling you the caliber of James Harden at this age and stage of his career. And nigga, when he got locked up back then, that nigga was still in Houston when he did that. That was a tail end of Houston.
That cute.
This is
but when you got later,
bro.
But that's why I said if they do what they need to do, because if you got James Harden coming off that bench, what nigga making league minimum is finna stop James Harden? What nigga making anything under 10 mils, 10 M's in the league is stopping James Harden?
I'm gonna tell you right now. First of all, James is not coming off the bench. He's starting. Russ is coming off the bench. If it's anybody coming off the bench, it's Russ.
You think so?
And yes, for sure. I think Russ
has been hooping.
Hold on. Let me tell you why though. I think Russ is the only player that's susceptible, mentally wise, as far as like understanding I can take back from my role and just do strictly PG shit, strictly point guard shit, strictly be a dimer. I think he's the only player who mentality wise can go from scoring to straight just being an old fashioned point guard. As opposed to anybody on the Clippers roster. And Russ of all people. That's why I feel like he's going to come off.
And that's what you need to be when you have Kawhi and Paul George on the floor. That's what you need to be. You heard James Harden said when he left Philly. James Harden said, I'm not a system player. I am a system. If you put him on that bench lineup, he's going to be able to just play his brand of basketball and not care about trying to get other niggas off as much if you put him on the bench. But if you put him on there with Kawhi and PG, he's going to have to defer to them, which he's not going to want to do.
But the thing is, that's exactly why he's starting. First of all, his contract, he's starting. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's exactly why I'm telling you, Russ is going to come off the bench. Russ took the minimum. Russ took the at-home deal. You know what I'm saying? Russ is coming off the bench regardless of how we feel how we feel the Clippers should play this team. It's coming off the bench. James is the one that's going to be the one that's integrated with those starters, the PG, the Kawhis, trying to play his brand of basketball, but still trying to defer to the other stars on the team. And I personally feel like it's not going to work. Only because his brand of basketball relies on niggas that's going to either pick and roll or pick and pop. That's it. He's going to look for somebody who's, if he can't get to where he needs to get, he's going to kick out. Or if he can't get to where he needs to get, he's going to lob. That's what James' game is. That's what he's trying to get back to.
Y'all
he's not going to be able to do that with
there's talent on that Clippers team. But you know who you didn't say
for that.
Yes, they do. Terrence Mann. If that coaching staff does what it needs to do regarding Terrence Mann, you can roll your eyes. If they do what they need to do regarding Terrence Mann could be a great player in the league. Terrence Mann has shown that he's a player that can get you 20, 25, 30 when you need it. So I'm just saying they have talent on that team. They have talent on it, but I'm saying that coming off the bench, if you have James Harden and Terrence Mann coming off that bench doing what they need to do, they'll do it. That's why I said. Now I agree. I see what you're saying as far as what they paid him, but I'm just saying if they want to win, that's what I think they do.
I see what you're talking about. Team wise, that would make sense, but Juan has the point with the mentality thing as well. I don't think James is gonna. I just don't think he's gonna do that. Frank, I just don't think he'll do it. Plain and simply, I don't even disagree with your points. I just don't think he'll do it. Like I think he'll see their point and be like, "Yeah, but I'm a starter."
The statement
and then just kind of sit there like that. I think he's just not going to do it.
I'm not. The statement of him saying I'm not a system player is exactly why I feel like he's not coming off the bench. That's exactly that told me, hey, I'm not here to come off the bench and be a nigga to get some points or take control of the second run team. I'm coming here to do what I did in Houston. That's what I took from that comment personally.
Well,
so that's why I feel like he's going
to give it a little bit more context. To give it a little bit more context on that actual quote, when he did say, "I'm not a system player, I am the system." He was, they be taking quotes and they just be running with that shit. But before that, he did say that essentially what he means by that is that when he was with Philly, he felt as if more so it was more so plays being run with him being within the system without him being able to actually create. Not saying really that, he's more so someone that like, I'm not going, it got to be me or I got to shoot the ball every single time, but allowing him to be able to use his basketball acumen a lot more and be able to actually create. Like, because when it comes down to it, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is when it comes to games, man. Niggas get in that huddle. They hear to play. They get on the court, and they do absolutely completely different than what the coach damn near said in that huddle, because that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Coach, you be like, all right, coach, yeah, sure. Listen, this is what we're going to fucking do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it goes, man. But that's pretty much what he was trying to say in reference to that. But let's break down the trade, though, really quickly, though, just so we can see exactly who got who. So, look, the break-in, Philadelphia traded James Harden to Los Angeles Clippers. Sixers got Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, multiple draft picks. Clippers got Harden, PJ Tucker, Philip Petrusev, who they actually did trade just recently as well too. But once again, we got to think on this trade, man.
The Sixers.
Your Sixers won. Your Sixers won.
The niggas game damn near starting lineup. We'll give you James Harden. They gave up a starting lineup damn near in the league.
For sure.
What?
Nigga, y'all gave up y'all best wings and y'all best dunker spot. Nigga, what do you mean? Batum, Covington, that was the only niggas y'all had picking up y'all best players. Because if damn sure for sure wasn't no Kawhi, no PG, them niggas was trying to rest getting to their offensive bag on the other end of the court. They wasn't picking up your Bronze, KDs, Dames, Giannis. They wasn't picking them niggas up. Them niggas need to preserve their energy on the offensive end. So they were not picking up your best players. That was your Covingtons and your damn Batums. Them niggas are out of here. Also, not even to mention, the nigga, KJ Martin was there for what? Maybe a week before y'all got him up out of there? Yeah. I personally thought that was a nice role for him. I felt like he could have been like I ain't even trying to make a comparison, but like an old school, like damn near, Blake Griffin. As far as like, I'm just only talking about the dunker spot, not talking about the caliber player, but I'm just saying, just a nigga that if you ain't got nothing going on, you can get a back door and he gonna jump over everybody. Yeah. I felt like that was the best position for them, and that's gone. So just with that, they're depleted, bro. They're washed. Philly definitely won.
They definitely lost a lot in that trade. Arguably the way that depending on how you look at it, you know what I'm saying? You do have 4 stars now and, on the Clippers. So it depends on how you look at it. Obviously, what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Philly win the trade because realistically, like you said, with everything that they gained, what they say, it's better to have more options than to have none at all. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they definitely, like you said, they got to start lineup damn near out of that shit, man. But, Quinn, real quick with you, Philly as well too.
Yeah, I say Philly for pretty much the exact same reason. They gave up a lot of depth right there. That's another reason the Lakers, I think, over the Clippers. They back to that one. But for this trade, I think the Philly got much better. They added a lot of impactful role players as well. Not just got a bunch of pieces. They got impactful pieces. And Clippers got a really big star. I ain't gonna lie, like that's really great. But again, kind of like the whole problem with super teams, and you're seeing it with the Suns even at times. You're gonna need everybody on that court at the same time, and you can't just have 2 of the 4, 1 of the 3. You need everybody for it to work because you gave up a lot for all of them to be out there at the same time.
It's a big fact.
You see who they ain't let them touch, pause.
Yeah, listen,
Terrence Mann. I believe in Terrence Mann, yo. I don't care what niggas
No, but I do too. We wanted Terrence Mann really badly, man. We really definitely did, man.
Yeah.
But real quick, man, before we get up out of here, we got a couple more things we gotta touch, man. Victor Wembanyama, man. Listen, I feel like probably gonna be talking about him every single week. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, as he continues to make his impact in the league, man. He goes off against the Suns, man. We're not gonna highlight the first game. They said the first game was a fluke. It was a 1-point win, but the second game, he went nuts.
38-10. Talk to
he went
him,
nuts with 2 blocks, man. You know, Devin Booker had his little shit too, but
Book was there.
Talk to him, Book.
Wemby did his thing, man. He did his thing. I think they won that game like 128-121, something of that nature. 132-120, something of that nature. Man, listen, man, they did their thing, against a high-powered, Suns team. They was not expected to, especially that was back-to-back games against the Suns as they won. Wemby has officially made his impact, I feel like, on the league. He's in some elite company now as well, too, if you look at it. Only teenagers in NBA history to record 35-plus, 10-plus rebounds, and 2-plus blocks in a game. He's up there with KD and Bron.
He's living up to that hype. Thus far. It's only been for a couple games, but he's living up to the hype thus far. That's great company to be in.
My sole question for y'all, man, can Wemby keep this up? Do we see the spike now as he's increasing his, his touches in the game, his, his efficiency? Is he going to be able to keep this up? These are numbers that we're going to be seeing from him going forward.
The only thing that will stop Wemby at this point is his team or an injury. That's only so.
That's true. That is definitely true. That's definitely
true. As long as his team isn't so bad that the other team can just put a wall up around this nigga Wemby, like as long, bro, like that's all they got to do.
He's getting the Giannis treatment in year 1. Giannis treatment in year 1.
They can't Giannis him, bro. Yeah. He'll be fine.
And I'll just go real quick. Just the thing that I even took from that game, just even seeing my sons play against Wemby, bro, you try to build a wall, it does not matter. It don't matter. Like
the thing, he's taller than the wall.
The thing of him being an overseas player, having the fundamentals like down pat, like I can only imagine what his playmaking is gonna look like down the line. I can only imagine what it's gonna be like. I'm not even trying to compare it to like a Jokic or a Luka as far as like playmaking wise, but he understands basketball. He knows, nigga, if I'm double, triple, I know I got either 1 or 2 folks open right now. And even when I seen the game, the niggas is putting the ball like only where he can get it. I seen a play where he backed into the paint, catch a little high point pass, and the nigga just tossed the bitch up like backwards behind his head in the rim, like on some real like I'm too big, I'm too tall, like I'm finna put this bitch where you can't get it. I caught this bitch where you can't get it. Now I'm finna put this bitch where you can't get it. And
that shit he's supposed to do. Bruh. The shit that get me is he do shit that he not supposed to do. Wemby is not supposed to dribble down the court.
Yes, he is.
And dribble into a pull up at the 3-point line and smack it on it. That's shit he's not supposed to do, though. That's shit you're not supposed to do at 7-4, bro.
I remember seeing a one-on-one of him going against what was that nigga? Rudy Gobert. When he was like 15 or 16.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. I said, who the fuck is this nigga? Who is this nigga, bro?
You
mean to tell me that this kid is 14, 15, doing that on the NBA? Fuck it being Rudy Gobert. I'm just saying an NBA level caliber center. You're doing that on NBA caliber. Like, and I'm like, and you're 14, 15 doing that. So
smacking jumpers.
Him to do that shit. I expect him to, you know what I'm saying, be able to adapt and grow. Now the thing is, let that nigga get some size, some weight on him like a Giannis. Oh man,
he do well, not like Giannis. He don't got like Giannis, but
I'm just saying, what if his frame? What if
Wemby is dense, bro? Wemby got muscle. If you be like Wemby got muscle, like if you shrunk Wemby down, Wemby would be a yacht ass nigga.
If you look
at him,
long.
He's got muscle.
Lanky. Yeah.
He's got muscle.
I would agree. I think two things about this. One, I said it last podcast we did, the first episode of this. I'll say it again. Keep an eye. He might just win DPOY. I'm saying it again. He very well may win Defensive Player of the Year in his rookie year, bro. He's a defensive monster. And then the second thing, I said it when we were talking about Dallas versus the Nuggets. We are in a new era. A new era is upon us because it was different. You know, the NBA goes through eras. You know, they got the Magic Johnson introduced the big guard thing, and then Steph went ahead and changed it over to the 3-point shooting. There, we're in a whole new era right now. We've got big. We got
Have there been any niggas who won DPOY MVP? Insane.
Yeah,
in the NBA?
Giannis.
Yeah.
Giannis
as a rookie? As a rookie? Oh, as a rookie? No. I don't think so as a rookie.
We might need to look that up.
I don't think so as a rookie. In general, yes, but as a rookie, no, I don't think so. I don't think so as a rookie. But what I will say,
okay, that's
I don't think he did say he wanted to do some things that people have never seen before in the NBA. So he's on track for that. I will say it's the big guards.
If I was Adam Silver, I'm talking to that voting committee. Hey, we need to
it's the era of the center forwards, bro. It's the center guards, bro. It's a new era. We got 7-foot guards now. We got 7-foot guards.
One thing that I saw from him, like I told y'all last EP, they had that nigga playing the wing as a 3. Like
it's the new era.
It's different.
It's a new era.
And it's like just seeing what his ceiling is, and it's incredibly high. Like just seeing this personally, like just firsthand, like unfold game by game, and just seeing how he's adapting to the league as far as like physicality wise, and adapting his skill, his overseas skill to the NBA. Oh man.
You want to know something?
Just imagine if he had another player on that team that had any type of gravitational pull. I'm talking about that. Devin Vassell is cool, like them, and they're definitely better now because Wemby's there. But I'm talking about players that have gravitational pull, like niggas that you have to worry about. If he had any player like that on his team, oh my goodness, it would be unfair. It would be unfair.
Well, Keldon Johnson is no scrub, yo. I do want to highlight.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Jeremy Sohan.
Devin Vassell is not
an Olympic team with Devin Booker and them. So Olympic gold medalist there. So he definitely no scrub. I definitely.
Vassell is not a. I'm talking about top tier players. If he had another,
I know what you're saying. They're definitely still a young, unproven team. However, I feel like keep this young core around. And it's a few teams I feel like that. Keep this young core around, bro. I'm very excited to see what they can do. Very, very excited.
It's definitely going to be interesting, man, to see. But before we wrap it up here, man, we're definitely going to go and get into our team and player of the week, man. So listen, team of the week, I feel like, it's almost damn near impossible not to pick them again. But we're going to have to go with that team of the week, man. The drum roll, please. We ain't got no drum rolls, you know what I'm saying? But here we go. We got the Denver Nuggets, man, again.
Once again, the well-oiled machine that is the Denver Nuggets, man. They looking so far. They looking like they might try to run for that second championship, man. They looking for that run.
You better talk about that one came from Ant-Man from Atlanta. That one came from Ant-Man and the Minnesota.
They did, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get caught lacking every once in a while. It might happen. But, so team of the week, man. Denver Nuggets again. Let's see if they can keep it up next week, man. Player of the week, man. We got to go into our player of the week here. Man, who do y'all think it's going to be, man? I know y'all already know, but who do y'all think it's going to be?
We already know.
Who do y'all think it's going to be?
LaMelo Ball.
That one play, man. Drum roll, fake drum roll. You know what it is, man. Steph Curry. Okay, yo, he has been balling. He has been balling.
Showing why he unanimous, man.
Game winners, man. Multiple threes played. He's at 14. Year 14. He's 30. What is he? 35? Is he 35? I think Steph is 30. How old is Steph?
Steph is 35, isn't he?
34.
No, I don't know if he's 35, but I know he's over 30.
Maybe 34. I thought that.
I want to say
34. Hey, listen, man. Steph in mid-30s, still averaging 30 points, man. He's on that track that LeBron is on, man, really. He's 35. Yeah, there you go. Steph is on that track, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, FCP player of the week, man. And before we get out of here, we got to preview 2 key games for next week, make our predictions real quick, man. So, first game, actually, first game of the slate, man. The Nets versus the Celtics.
You already know I'm picking.
Yeah,
Big
man.
C's.
I mean,
Big C's.
Nets are good. Nets are hungry, but Celtics.
Celtics, they gonna keep it alive, man. And the second game, man. Suns versus the Lakers. That's gonna be a little interesting one. I'm
picking my Phoenix Suns.
I'm going on the
Phoenix Suns.
Picking the Suns, the Phoenix Suns.
Man.
I'm going Lakers. I'm going Lakers for a simple fact. At some like bro, I know what I said about AD earlier in the thing, but at some point, bro, you just gotta, bro. If they don't have anybody to contest you, it's kind of sad if you don't kind of
Nurkic.
Yeah, like if you're not getting off of Nurkic, Bo.
Yeah.
So I gotta go Lakers just off the strength of that.
You bank.
If
you're not eating on Nurkic and Eubanks, bro, I don't know.
You better hope Devin Booker's back, nigga. Tell you that right now. Man. What you think, Quan?
I'm gonna go ahead and take Suns. I'm gonna say Suns. They're gonna get their get back. They're gonna get their get back.
Split evenly here. We got 2 Suns, 2
You're a real
nigga,
nigga, Q. You're a real nigga for looking out.
Hey, they're real delusional, nigga. Hey, listen, man. This was another episode, man, of Full Court Press, man. Thank y'all for coming out, man. We definitely love having y'all here. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share the content, comment as well, too, on any of the takes that y'all saw here today, man. Make sure you turn on that notification button so you don't miss a goddamn thing, man. This is Full Court Press. We're going to see y'all next week, man. Let's go.